reason to try and maintain homeostasis or balance in our body, and you're artificially trying to lower it. So what we need to do is find out why it occurred. Okay? Which usually has something to do with your kidneys or your livers, or the most common cause is too much toxin in the body. Now, where do toxins come from? Right? They come from the food we eat, most of it, because most of us eat processed food, we eat fast food, we eat man-made food, not God-made food. Okay? So there's more chemicals and garbage in what you eat. Start picking up the boxes and the bags and the cans and the things you buy in the freezer section and turn them around and look at the ingredients. Okay? They're not going to be asparagus and tomatoes. They're going to be chemicals. They're going to be cheap flavor. They're going to be high fructose corn syrup. They're going to be hydrogenated oils. All things that are foreign to our bodies and that our bodies are unable to deal with. This is a great source of toxin of autointoxication. The other thing is, the most common problem is we develop parasites living in our intestines. And I'm not talking about worms and bugs and things you're going to see. I'm talking about yeast and funguses that you won't see. They won't see them on a colonoscopy. Okay? They're microscopic. But if you ever eat and get bloated, okay, or get gas, now some gas is normal, but when you eat certain foods and your stomach blows up, that's because you fed the yeast. Okay? And they're eating your food. And anything it eats eventually does what? Improves. Except it's doing it inside of you. And now, instead of absorbing nutrients,
hold that thought.
Hold that thought. Eyes are my favorite patients. So you're absorbing more toxins than you are nutrition. And your body oftentimes starts to get overloaded. And it can't get rid of all of it through your kidneys and through your liver. So it starts storing it, goes through your lymphatic system, which is your body's sewer system. Okay? And if it's not able to eliminate it, it starts storing it in your fat cells. This is one of the most common ways we gain weight. It's not because we overeat, it's because we overeat too much garbage. So we want to start eating food that is real. Okay? What's the ingredient of a broccoli? Broccoli. What's the ingredient of a banana? A banana. Okay? You need to eat real live food, not processed food. Now the problem is that most of our fruits and vegetables, when you go in the store to buy them, have ultraviolet light passed over them. What that does is that kills the enzymes that are in there, okay, and preserves the shelf life. That's how come they can pick a head of lettuce and chili 2 months ago and it's sitting on your shelf and it looks like it was picked yesterday. Well, you can take that home and set it on your counter for a week and it'll still look like that because it's preserved. It's undigestible because it doesn't possess any enzymes. Enzymes are what turn the banana brown. Okay, enzymes are what digest things in our body. So most of us that are having problems, chronic problems, it could be diabetes, it could be high blood pressure, it could be digestive problems, it could be constipation, it could be irritable bowel, Crohn's disease, it could be any of these plethora of chronic diseases that we see medications advertised for all day long are coming from our inability to process food and usually results from an enzyme deficiency. Okay? So you need to supplement enzymes into your diet. Okay? Those help you to digest your food, they help to transport nutrients to where they need to go, they help to transport waste out of the body. Now, I'm an enzyme therapist and I use a variety of different enzymes depending on what type of condition you're treating. But the main thing for blood pressure is usually too much fat. Usually you're not able to process fats, and there's a difference. If your top number tends to be the higher one, you eat too many carbs and sugars and you can't process them. If your bottom number tends to be the one that's more elevated, that's related to fats, and you're going to process fats. And you have too many fats in your bloodstream and your blood sugar. If both of them are elevated, you probably don't digest fats, carbs, and sugar. So the main thing is you want to see an instant lowering is to get processed foods out of your diet and start supplementing enzymes. Now, diabetes, on the other hand, we'll talk about type 2, alright, comes from what? Everybody's going to say too much sugar, right? Not really. It comes from eating too much fat. Okay, fat sticks to the insulin molecule and prevents it from picking up the sugar out of your bloodstream. Now, combine a high-fat diet with a high-carbohydrate diet, and you're really going to be off the chart diabetic. But what we want to do is to clean all these bad fats out of your bloodstream using different enzymes. An enzyme called lipase, L-I-P-A-S-E, likes to digest fats. Okay? Protease digests protein. Amylase digests sugar and carbohydrates. So these different types of enzymes are what we need to supplement into our diet. The other thing is you need to get exercise. Okay? You gotta move. Because that helps to move your lymphatic channels. Everyone's heard of the lymphatic system, right? That's your immune system. You know what else it really is? It's your sewer system. Okay? And when that becomes clogged, we start to really have problems, and we start to have really decreased immune function, and many of us get autoimmune diseases. Autoimmune diseases are poorly understood. Your body does not wake up one day and decide to kill itself. Okay? It's just not happening. What happens is your immune system is fighting all the time to deal with all these toxins and foreign invaders and stuff in your body, and it's exhausting. Because if we don't get nutrition or food into our body, that's what runs everything. That is our medicine. Okay? That's what gives your kidneys the energy to do their jobs, and your liver to do its job, and your intestines. You make hormones out of fats. Okay? But you have to break them down into fatty acids. You make joint lubricants out of fat. But if you don't break them down, they're toxic. Now, the problem with fats is, it goes both ways. If you can process them, you got really healthy joints, and strong muscles, and strong tendons. If you don't process them, they're the number one source of inflammation in your body. Okay? So they make your knees hurt. One of the reasons that you tend to get pain around your knees and around your elbows and your joints is that's where your lymphatic system comes together. Okay? So all these little vessels cross and go into being bigger vessels. That's where your lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are little hotels where your white blood cells go to get recharged. Right? One of the easiest places to see is right here below the knee. Yeah. How about yours?
Where do you sign up to get the free cutting board?
You attend one of the lectures that he's doing?
That's where you can start
Okay,
to feel
yeah,
the
we'll go
fats
to the
just
back of the
below your
lecture.
knee,
Yes,
right
sir.
down to
Oh,
where
it's
Yes, sir.
and you'll feel that's a real tender area. You feel all kinds of legs in it.
I'm going to work the crowd out there.
Need a place with? Okay. So, if we want to start to improve, we've got old faces here. You start to improve your diet, you got to improve the digestion of your diet. Okay, what does that mean? Well, they take oil and they refine it into gasoline, right? And that makes your car go. But you can't put oil in your gas tank, it's not going to work. You have to eat food and your body has to digest it and break it down into vitamins, minerals, fatty acids, amino acids, so it's something to use. One of the most common problems that happens is we get these yeast and parasites living in our intestines. And they eat our food. They love carbohydrates and sugars. It's their fertilizer. Okay? So every time you're eating carbs and sugars, which you're craving, and the reason that you're craving them is because they secrete a chemical that goes up to your brain that tells you to go eat more sugar and carbohydrates. Right? So then we get this auto intoxication. We're like a car running in the garage with the door closed. We're poisoning ourselves. So we need to eat real food. You need to eat food that's grown in your town, as close by as you can get it, so there's less preservative. And you need to go to me or a health food store or something and buy some digestive enzymes. The problem with enzymes is they are expensive to manufacture. So very often, because of profit margins, what you're going to buy in a health food store aren't very strong. But an example of an enzyme is Picone. Picone is an enzyme that digests, it's mostly cellulose or cellulase, right? And that digests cellulose. Cellulose is the outer covering of beans. We do not produce this enzyme, and therefore we have a hard time digesting beans. You have to really chew them, or really cook them very well. But one of the things that happens is the yeast produce this enzyme called cellulase. So they love cellulose. So you ever know that's why when you eat beans you get gas. It's not that you made the gas, the yeast made the gas. but that's poor digestion. Like I said, if you ever get bloated when you eat, that's a true sign that you have parasites. Skin rash, right? Dark circles under your eyes are an indication that your kidneys are not working properly. It's not that they're not working properly, they're overworked and underpaid. Because we start putting more garbage into our body and not enough nutrition. So we need to eat live food and eat digest stuff. And I get anybody that has any questions, I'd like to open that up. You can. There's a question face. Because we want to get you off those medicines. The problem with medicine is that it's trying to do your body's job for you. Right? It doesn't work that way. Okay? First thing, you're having acid reflux or heartburn. So what do? They give you the proton pump inhibitor. The next thing the product said, it shuts off your acid production. Well, God didn't put anything in here that's not supposed to be there. Right? You need stomach acid. Stomach acid is how you digest protein. If you can't digest protein, excuse me, if you can't digest protein, your body loses calcium. So what's one of the things they're linking up now to Nexium and Prilosec is osteoporosis, right? Because it shuts off your ability to digest protein, so therefore you're going to lose calcium. What's another thing they're linking up to? Dementia. Okay? Protein is what your body regenerates itself with. It's how it repairs itself. So protein is an essential nutrient. But if we shut off our digestion, now the funny thing about it is people that tend to have heartburn and reflux don't produce enough stomach acid. Okay? Or they're overloaded with yeast and parasites. Well, like I said, when you feed them, one of the things they do is produce gas. Right? Now, gas in the upper portion of the intestine is generally going to go up. Right? Gas in the lower end goes down. But when it comes up and it builds up, it opens up your stomach valve and you burp and the gas comes out. When some acid sprays up with it and starts irritating your esophagus. So why not just shut off your acid production? That'll take your symptom away. Yeah, if it takes your symptom away for a little while, but it causes so many other problems because it stops your ability to digest food. One of the things, if you're on one of these medicines and you're no longer producing stomach acid, your body's pretty smart. And the problem is that what I do is I look at you. You're 10 systems and they all interrelate. And so each system works together. They're not all individual systems. Your kidney is not separate from your liver, and your digestive system is not separate from your hormonal system and your musculoskeletal system. They all interrelate. So when one is having a problem, it's going to cause another problem. So what happens is your body produces stomach acid, and that dumps from your stomach into your small intestine. Well, your liver makes bile, right? Everybody's heard of that. Well, bile is a salt. Salt neutralizes acid. So when the stomach acid comes in there, then your liver releases these bile salts to neutralize the acid. It also releases a lot of its toxins that include your chemical filtering system. It filters all the chemicals out of your blood. Well, that gets stuffed out. Well, if you're not producing any stomach acid, then your liver goes, well, I don't have to release any salt. So all this stuff starts clogging up. That's your immune system has to go through there, your lymphatic or your sewer system. That starts backing up. So one of the most common things we see with people that have yeast and parasite problems is brain fog. Right? I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I can't feel like doing anything because the fluid going around your brain is no longer getting filtered. We've had great success with things like MS, okay? Autoimmune problems, because you have to get these toxins out of your body. And if they're circulating around your brain, right, they're going to burn some of your brain tissue. If they're living in your digestive tract, they're going to start to burn your intestine. We have this mucus lining that protects our cells. When that's gone, the toxins start burning the cells of your small intestine. They call that Crohn's disease. Okay? They call it irritable bowel in the early stages, celiac disease. These are all things, they're not diseases. You're not destined to have them. You're not genetically programmed to get them. Right? They're because some of us produce more enzymes than others, some of us process food better. And this has gone on. Certain drugs will destroy the digestive tract. Certain drugs will, if you've ever been on antibiotics? They kill bacteria, right? They're an antibiotic. They don't do anything for yeast. So what happens, but they don't discriminate. Okay? They're not racist. They kill good bugs and bad. They kill good bacteria and bad bacteria. So now you lose your probiotics. Right? But, so you restore probiotics, but that didn't do anything for yeast. So once you killed off all the bacteria, well, those are competitors. Okay? So now the yeast have no competition for your food. And they're growing, and you're fertilizing every time you eat a carb or a sugar. It's fruit, right? Fruit's good for you, right? Not if you got a yeast problem. Okay, one of the first things we do is take fruit away. People go, but it's good sugar. There's no such thing as good sugar. When it breaks down chemically, fructose is fructose. It doesn't matter if it came from table sugar or a peach. It's still sugar. Now, there are good nutrients in fruit. You do add fruits in later in the diet, but I look at everybody as an individual. I could have 4 people come in with the same symptom, and it's all coming for different reasons why it's occurring. That's why one diet works for one person, and it doesn't work for another person. One person's health food is another person's junk food. It's based on what you can digest. My mother, God rest her soul, lived to the ripe old age of 94 years. At 93, she was still driving a car. Unfortunately, medicine killed her. And she always told me, don't ever let me go to the hospital because you don't come out. And my poor mother was stupid as they come, and at 93 and a half, she's flipping her mattress. Now we have a person to help her, but she couldn't wait for her. So she got a compression fracture in her back. So, she still lives in a 3-story house. She won't give it up, and how it goes. So we put her in the hospital for some bed rest. Well, what happens is they start calling in all these consults, right? And you got an internist, you got a cardiologist. My brother goes in, my brother's a physician also, and he looks at her chart, and he's like, she's on nitro, she's on blood pressure medication, she's on antidepressants. She wasn't on any of these things when she came in here. Where did she get this from? Well, she said, how many people are happy about being in the hospital? Of course you're going to be depressed. Well, my mother 2 weeks later started hallucinating. Okay? 4 weeks after that, she lost her mind. 3 months after that, she was dead. Okay? But to get back to the thing, my mother would eat more fat than anybody I ever knew. Alright? She, you have prime rib for Christmas. Everybody trims off the fat. She'd take it off everybody's plate. My mother had a cholesterol of 330. Her good cholesterol was 105. So I'm going to teach you something about cholesterol, okay? Because the number one killer of people are going to be statins. And I'm going to get arrested one day, and the FDA is going to show up my doorstep. But I've been told this by biochemists and physicians that understand it. Statins will destroy your liver, okay? They're bad. You take your cholesterol, and you want to look at your HDL number. Okay, your HDL is your good cholesterol, right? And you take that number and multiply it times 4. And that's what your cholesterol needs to be under. If you have a high HDL, you can have a high total, because it's part of the total. My mother's was 105. As long as her cholesterol was under 420, she was fine. Okay? Now you take somebody, here's how I do the math. You take, say your cholesterol is 250, okay? And your good cholesterol is 100. And then we got Joe sitting next door, and his cholesterol is at 200. And his good cholesterol is only at 50. Okay? If I take the person that was at 250 and take their good cholesterol from 100 and lower it down to 50, that person becomes 200. So that's how the math works. So, but they don't tell you this, right? They want to put you on statins because they get paid to put you on statins. I see people with cholesterol in the 140s. I had a man that was coming to me for right side pain. Okay, you ever start getting pain over here on the right side, right flank, right rib cage? That's your liver crying out that it's under stress. Okay, so if you take a statin before you get out of bed in the morning, take your fingers and go in here just up below your rib cage and put you in. If that hurts, your liver's under stress. Okay? You know how the commercial says your doctor will do a simple blood test to see you know, if it's okay. Those are called liver destruction tests. If that test is positive, you've already destroyed part of your liver. It's a little too late. The horse is already out of the barn, you're going to close the door. So these things are not good. Now, 911 time is the time you go to the emergency room. Okay? We are number one in the world at 911 medicine. Okay? We can save your life. You're in a car accident, phenomenal surgeon, really gifted people. There are 82 civilized countries in the world. Okay? Where do you think we rank on chronic disease? Number 82. Okay? We don't want to get you off your medicine. Okay? We don't want you to get better. Okay? Unfortunately, it's the way it is. Okay? Now, some of these things do help you. Okay? Don't get me wrong. But you need to take charge of your health care. Your diseases came from what you ate and your inability to process food, or your body's inability to get rid of toxins. Right? Maybe your job has you exposed to a lot of things that you don't realize. I had a patient last year, came to me, was a builder. All of a sudden, man, 1 week, his hand swelled up. He couldn't move it. He couldn't squeeze his hands. He was all inflamed. Felt terrible. You know, gained like 15 pounds in like 2 weeks. And right away, it's rheumatoid arthritis. Got to go see a rheumatologist. So it took 4 months to get an appointment to see the rheumatologist. He's like, I don't want to take that stuff anyway. So he came in to see me. What he had was an overload of toxins. We ended up figuring out later. They were working with a rare mahogany, and they were cutting it without masks and not thinking about it. And they inhaled this. And they remembered that after I fixed them, that it happened to one of the other guys 4 years ago when they were working with this wood. Right? So there were things in his body couldn't process. Well, that goes into your lymphatic system. That's your sewer system. Well, there was more than his body could handle. So it backed up. Well, what they say, toxins are heavy. They get pulled out to your hands and feet. That's why arthritis and inflammatory conditions often start in the hands and feet. Okay? So we need to get rid of the source of toxins, using enzymes to open up your sewer system and get this stuff out of there. Questions? Anybody? Any other questions? I better have questions. Yeah, so that's a little bit about anybody that you see me on TV or talk to us or call the office. It's always free consult. Okay, I don't take anybody that I really don't believe I can help. And I see somebody smiling already. That we just started a week or so ago, a week ago. How you doing? Good, better. Okay, this poor girl's been down a rough road, but she's on the mend now, and she's smiling. She wasn't smiling a week ago when we met. God gave me some ability to figure out what's wrong with people. I really am, but I do not take you if I don't think I can help you. And I can do a quick examination on you, and I'll tell you what's wrong with you without you telling me. Because I'll check the different systems of your body and show you which ones aren't working and what that causes. So what we have to do is restore it. And how do we restore it? Through food, okay, and through plant enzymes. Okay? Enzymes are the only living thing in your body. They control all biochemical reactions. The easiest way I explain it is I got a pile of calcium over here, and I got the bone over here. The enzyme is the truck that drives the calcium to the bone. If you don't have enzymes, or, they'll say, this enzyme is missing in your body. Okay, well, then we have to substitute it. Your body may not have the ability to produce it, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't have the ability to use it. Okay? So that's where we have to supplement it. And we see such dramatic things. It's so funny. A lot of people come in and they've been to every weight loss place there is. Right? Everybody wants to lose weight. You know why you gain weight? You gain weight because there's too much garbage in your body that you can't get rid of. Right? And I have the answer on how to get rid of it. So we will see somebody and we'll store them and they come back in a week later. I had this woman the other day. She said, how you feel? Well, not much better. But I did lose 12 pounds. I lost 12 pounds in 1 week. Okay, but it's not working. Okay, so oftentimes in the beginning when we start to detoxify and get all this garbage out of your body, you might feel like you got the flu for a couple days. I might have to back down the dosages if you start detoxifying too fast. How many people have low back pain and allergies? Right? That's your kidneys not working right. right? Your kidneys filter out your blood. So if they're unable to filter everything out and then allergy season pops up, well, what does that mean? Your body just got exposed to more garbage that's inhaling, but your bucket is already full. So your kidneys aren't, that's what makes urine, right? Well, they're not able to get all this garbage out of your blood, so what are we going to do with it? Okay, we'll just send it out through the sinuses. That's another place to get rid of it. You either pee it out, poop it out, it's out your skin or out your respiratory system. That's your 4 exits. So if you got a skin problem, that's because your body's not able to get rid of toxins, right? Constipation is probably the #1 killer there is, okay? You cannot be a car running in the garage with the door closed. I see some of my patients. I want Miss Savannah. No, I can't point her out. I get so many people that come to me that have no hope. They've been down so many gauntlets. They've had so many procedures done to them. They've been to the biggest and the best, and they're sicker and sicker and sicker. And it's just amazing how quickly they turn around, okay? And how quickly their lives are restored. Because it's all about what we eat and how we process it. So I want to thank you for coming. That's a little bit.